You know what I love about the Incredible Hulk? The Incredible Hulk starts out being Bruce Banner. So right off the bat, we know that there are two separate personalities, two sides of the same coin, if you will. And Bruce Banner is the average everyday Joe, and the Hulk is the beast that is within. Bruce Banner has learned that through a mistake he made by trying to enhance his own abilities, that he now has to not only live with this thing, but he has to learn to control it. And in doing so, he's learned that if he controls his temper, he can stop Hulk from showing up and being on a rampage. So you've had a lot of people in your life that you were meant to help heal along your journey and theirs. But they also had to use their free will to want to heal along that journey. And the inverse was supposed to be for you. They were supposed to walk the journey to help you heal. And through your free will, you would have to desire that. But it was a one-way street. You were actually going in the direction of healing and growth and empowerment and love. But the people around you were pretending to want to do that. Therefore, their operation was creating a form of chaos in your life. Matter of fact, if you want to equate it to something, you can equate it to chaos magic. So when an individual is not actually truly desiring to heal, but they're around a individual such as yourself, chosen one that is designed to help people on their journey with their healing, because that's what you are. It's a healing vessel. You heal yourself, you heal environments, you heal other people, you heal everything that you come in contact with, whether you realize that or not. That's fact. You were around the individuals that were needing healing and should have been motivated enough to heal along their journey. You were placed there because their soul called out from childhood and childhood traumas. And although you had childhood traumas, more than likely a lot worse than they did, you alchemized yours. You transmuted the pain and you learned from it and elevated. Where these other individuals, not so much so. So in that chaos magic that came from them not truly desiring, because that was the myth or the folklore that they were issuing out, it created chaos all around you. Everywhere you turn, you kept trying to figure out why everything was burning to hell and falling apart. And they literally were the reasons why. And for each entity, that chaos magic would increase. So during this time frame where all this chaos magic is going on and you're alchemizing pain and transmuting pain, you are Bruce Banner, who's learned to control your temper so that Hulk doesn't come out. And in doing so, you are operating from a space of emotional intelligence. and comprehension, because you know why these people were doing what they were doing. You understand that they were hurting, and hurt people. But after the divine shook you to your core and you snapped out of the trance and the hallucinations and the illusions and the folklore, you started to recognize and see the truth for what it was, not for what you actually desired it to be or the potential thereof. Now, the Hulk will arrive, but not so much in destruction, but going into beast mode. See, the Creator's got a plan for you now, based on everything you've alchemized, based on everything you've transmuted, and the fact that you've held your ground for so long. See, the people around you have no clue that there's a second side to that coin that they've never seen. And they're only getting small tidbits and pieces of what they think is anger. They have no clue what's actually brewing underneath the surface. They have no clue at all. But the divine is going to take that energy that you didn't volcanically explode with, and you could have easily, and could have crushed any and everything in your path. But since you didn't do that and you chose a path of love, everything is being moved out of the way. It's kind of like God decided to spiritually take you and the Moses staff and just part everything out of your way in order to get you right where you needed to be. There's going to be empires, different types of establishments that's going to historically have your name attached to them because of the people you're going to connect with, because of your energy, your love, your leadership, your ideas, your integrity, and so many other attributes that you actually harness at your core existence. You're going to be surprised yourself by some of the doors that are going to open that you never thought in your entire existence would. Never even fathomed. That's why your pain had to be so strong, because it had to break you down to your core to not only see if you would hold your ground, but to also build you during that process. And when you didn't break and fold, the universe was certain that you were the man or woman for the job. Your life is getting ready to turn completely 360 in ways you couldn't imagine. But just know that that beast mode you're getting ready to go into, when people see what you're going to be involved in and the elevation thereof that comes from that, they're going to really have a full understanding and comprehension of what you were capable of, but you didn't unleash. Matter of fact, some of you have been exposed to such treachery that some of these people are going to be begging you for jobs and second chances. And it'll be the Creator who will allow you to give the benefit of the doubt or the free will if you desire. But there's no obligations. So be looking forward to this new venture in life. And I'm going to say, go with love and light. Go beast mode.